one day, and I have to tell you the story because it's the basis of why my father came to the U.S. So he had a lot of kids, and he was trying to make a living doing mechanic work. And one thing my dad always has this philosophy is when you do something, you do it the best you can. Doesn't matter what it is. He always taught us as little kids, whatever you do in life, you make sure it's the best that you give.
Right.
And so he was a mechanic and he loved working on cars. His favorite cars to work on were Mercedes-Benz. Because at the time, he told us it was like the best machines that he had seen as far as cars. So he took them apart up to the little nuts and things and he would put them right back. So he knew how they worked. And the only dealership they had in Nicaragua was a Mercedes-Benz. At that time, we had a dictatorship. So the dictator there pretty much, you know, he was like running everything. And so he controlled pretty much 90% of the economy there. And so one day, one of the owners to the dealership, he had a car that he loved and he had it all, you know, nicely hooked up and everything, but it had some sort of problem and they couldn't fix it. And he asked people to come from Germany to look for the problem. And they said, well, why don't you just get another car? But he was very insistent on this car. And so they couldn't find a problem. So somebody told this man about my dad. They said, you should take it to this guy. He's really good with Mercedes-Benz. And so this guy, who, by the way, was the head of the military, was not a nice guy. I mean, he was known for killing people. So one day, my dad's working there. He sees this entourage coming. And this military guy. So, of course, he freaked out. He was like, what is this? What are these people coming here? And so the guy explained to him, hey, I heard you, you know, you do work here. I want you to work on my car. And so my dad said, okay, I'm really afraid now. What if I don't fix his car? You know, what is he going to do to me? So he tried extra hard. Long story short, he fixes the guy's problem, right? So the guy is very grateful. He's thinking, why did this guy, who's a street mechanic, was able to fix a problem that not even these engineers were able to?
Right.
Now, if you've been in the auto industry like I've been, there's a difference between street workers, mechanic street workers. Some guys pull things apart and they just know how to machine work.
The street workers who you want on your car.
So the guy was really grateful and he gave my dad a job at the Mercedes-Benz as a manager. And my dad did a really good job.